The Global Privacy Standard of Data Privacy, tabled and accepted in November 2006 by the International Data Protection and Privacy Commissioners Conference. This was designed to prepare a single standard format of collective knowledge and practical wisdom of all the users and implementers of data privacy across the world. In this video, we are going to talk about the basic principles of this model. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's talk about the basic principles of Global Privacy Standard. To begin with, we will touch base on the definition of data privacy, my right to choose what personal information I want to share, with whom do I want to share this information, what is my purpose of sharing this information, can this information be shared further? If yes, with whom and for what purpose, right? For example, you are a banker and you want to open a bank account for me. You'll ask me for some personal information to fill up the forms, or maybe you hand over the form to me. Now it's my choice to decide what all do I want to share with you to accomplish the purpose of opening the bank account. If you tell me that apart from you using my information, you are going to share it with some third party to process it, then I would need to know the exact purpose of the third party and what information is going there, and I decide whether I want you to allow you to share it further or not. And the law around data privacy helps me protect my personal interest if in case I find that my information is being misused or wrongly shared across, right? And the process of taking my permission, seeking my permission for the collection and the processing and sharing of my personal information is called consent management. And you can watch my videos on consent management within the same YouTube channel for more knowledge about consent management. Now, what are the principles of the Global Privacy Standard? It begins again from the user's interest, the prime purpose of the privacy. First we talk about the consent. The consent should be very free and specific. So user should not be forced to allow you to process their data, and the purpose of processing should be very specifically provided. Purpose should be very clear. There should be a clear accountability which ensures me that my data would not be misused, not wrongly shared. Accountability does also talk about saying that if in case something goes wrong, then you will inform me about it so that I can take care of it at my end, whatever best I can do. And you will also demonstrate to me how would you make sure that such data breaches or mistakes do not happen again in your environment. You would have a duty of caring to protect my data, both from the security point of view, that is its confidentiality, its integrity, and as well as from availability point of view, that is its backup copies and not losing my personal data from your repositories. Your processes would be documented and communicated to everyone so that everyone is confident about what you are doing to their data. And if you are doing a third party transfer, then you will follow the contractual terms of the third party transfers, right? Encryption and sharing methods, etc. Apart from that, again, the purpose should be very clearly specified. Absolute clarity should be there. There should be collection limitations and minimization. So you collect minimum possible data limited to the reason why you are processing, why you are collecting the data. What is the purpose of collecting data? The collected data should be minimized and limited to that. The usage, retention and disclosure should also be limited. So when we say usage, the processing. When we say retention, for how long you are retaining it with you. Ideally, when the purpose is over, delete my data. Else, I will invoke my right to erasure, and I have a video on rights of the user as well. So you can look into the videos on my channel. And disclosure limitation, you will not disclose it to anyone until unless there is a legal litigation that needs disclosure of my information with any other user. My data should always be accurate, and if in case there is a gap, you should ideally allow me also to recheck it, but you should yourself also validate and update my correct information with you. My data should follow the CIA triad of security, confidentiality, integrity and availability, right? Encryption, data anonymization, making sure that unauthorized users are not able to access my data, making sure that my data is available with you in terms of having backups so that if in case primary data is lost or corrupted, then you can quickly get it back from the backups and continue to process my data as per your contractual obligations or purpose obligations. The entire set of processes should be open. It should be known to the data subjects or the users. Everything should be kept transparent so that your user is able to retain confidence in your work. Policies and procedures should be open and transparent, and compliance should be met properly. Data user can be allowed to access their data. They are required to be allowed to challenge the accuracy of the data and get it updated. they should even be allowed for the right of object to processing my data and the right to erase my data. I don't want it to be with you. And compliance should be met properly. A redressal mechanism should be established so that if in case I am not satisfied with what you are doing with my data, I can make a complaint. I have an escalation mechanism that I am not receiving response from the first level. For example, right of erasure also says has to be erased within 30 to 45 days. So if it is not being done, then I should know where should I go next to ensure that my right to erasure has been taken care of. And your system should be able to monitor, evaluate and verify the compliance thoroughly in it, so that I am sure that my data is being properly taken care of. These are the principles that the Global Privacy Standard has created for the data privacy worldwide. I hope you like my content. Please press the like and bell icon. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. There is a whole lot of content about data privacy and is getting updated on a daily basis. Do share your feedback in the comment box. If you want any specific content, I can isolate and share it with you or create new content for you based on your needs. Thank you.